What is going on? Hope everybody's having a good day. Sunday. Today I'm going to be playing Medieval Dynasty, but I'm going to try the story mode. I think it's in this mode you will follow the story of, I think his name is Racimir and his male descendants. It's a single player only, so I won't be hanging with my crew today. But I'm going to try. I don't know if this is going to teach me everything, but I want to learn a little bit about everything. So when I do go back to the other settlement, the other dynasty, I'll have a little bit more experience on everything around the town, so I can help out and hopefully learn how to get more experience quicker. Let's go. The valley.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Medieval Dynasty. Story mode. All right, let's see. What is the starting a new life? Talk to Castellan. So I guess I'm going to Gustovia. Hey, there's different places in this one. All right. I guess we're starting a new map. Let's head over to Gustovia. With nothing. Starting with nothing. Look at this. Typical fashion video game. You walk through the forest and it opens up into a large valley. This is the new world, people. This is where we start over. It looks promising. To Gustovia. I wonder if I'm starting over here in this town. Welcome to Gustovia. Are you Castilian? Unigast. Ah, those eyes. I didn't think I would see them again. One blue as the sky and the other black as a lump of coal. Are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's That's funny. My grandmother used to describe them exactly the same way. So you're not a ghost. Good. For a second there, I thought I lost it. But your eyes, you look just like him. Sorry, you must have mistaken me with someone. I'm new to these parts. Just arrived at the valley, actually. My name is Racimir. I'm Wanda's son, aren't you? Jordan's nephew. What? Did you know my mother? Not really. I knew of her. We didn't ever actually meet. He wanted to keep his family separate. He wanted to keep his family separate? What? Jordan was a hoe. I don't think I understand. You will. Wait, what do you mean by did? I know her. Is she well? I hope she is now. Wherever that might be. I've lost both my parents in the war. Damn it, this world. I guess it can be cruel as it is beautiful. I'm sorry, my boy. Nobody should lose their loved ones at such a young age. That's okay. They've died so I could live. And I plan to take the best of this life that I can in order to honor their sacrifice. That's very mature of you. I'm sure they would have been proud hearing that. You mentioned my uncle Jordan. Oh, uncle. Okay. I actually came here looking for him. Oh, Racimir. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Your uncle Jordan is no longer with us. He passed away 3 years ago. I'm so sorry. I understand how you must feel. He was a dear friend of mine. So that's it. I'm the only one left. Don't you say that. Hey, look at me. This valley is filled with warm-hearted people who can gladly aid you with whatever you need. And I am one of them. So what should I do now? You are free to go wherever you like to start a new life. I hereby grant you the permission of Castellan to build any farm on any unutilized land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes next for you. You could even build a whole village if you please. There are many travelers passing through. Maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that? You can take the land free of charge? Well, you'd have to pay taxes to the king annually. But apart from that, you're free to do as you please. As long as you don't break the law, of course. Or at least, if don't get caught doing so. That sounds amazing. The valley looks beautiful as well. I think I'll stay here and see what fate has in store for me. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to hear that. You can find resources all over the land. Grab a few rocks and sticks from the ground and craft yourself a simple axe. With it, you can cut down trees and chop them into logs. Then you can create a wooden hammer that will be crucial in the beginning building process. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. When you build yourself a home, come back to Gastovia and talk to my wife, Deborah Nega. She manages a tavern. Ask her to feed you. You must be famished. And then grab some beers for both of us and come back. I'll tell you some stories about Jordan. Sounds like a plan to me. Alright, collecting resources. I already know how to do that. Honk! Okay, let's go. Let's check out the land here. This is the valley. Let's see. Do I want to build on the big lake? Or do I want to build in the middle of everything? I think I'll build in the middle of everything. "500 meters away" sounds like a good idea. But first I need sticks. There should be rocks around town, right? There's no rocks around these parts. None that I can grab anyway. Create a stone axe. And cut some trees. I should be manning the village. I'm starting a new story, bruh. I'm gonna try to get the lay of the land, you know, try to get more experience and learn how to get my technologies up quick. Then I'll go back to the village. Yeah, the two maps are different. Look at this. One more tree, and then I gotta get some straw. There's all the straw I'm gonna need. So this is the valley. I'm gonna build right up here. That's in the middle of everything, but not too close. Build my hammer. Build your first home. Okay, let's go. I could build here too. Or here. So it's not on the roadway and it's close enough to the water. I think that's gonna be the go-to. We'll just clear it out from trees. There's enough land there inside the roadway to make a farm. We'll have some fishing. Hopefully there's good hunting there. Not too hilly. Yeah! What's up, C3PO? Fertilizer? Okay, so this is where I'm gonna build. Maybe I'll build my first little home. It's not gonna be on the roadway. So let's go in. Okay. Some little spawn areas here for stuff. Just woke up. Where's Ball Swallower? This is a single player mode. Oh, calm down. Calm down, this one. Why you gotta be so mean? I'm gonna build a house right here. Ryan told you to say that? Ryan can... Ryan should buy this game. Alright, I'm going to build a house right here. That's $40! $44! $45. Buy it, and then we'll start a dynasty. Why is it so hard? It looks like it's only worth 20? I know. Jeez. Go have a coffee. I want that rock. Survival. Ta-da! How long am I going to be playing this? Like today? I just started. I don't think we're going to be done in a couple weeks. This game is there's a lot. And I like games like this. I could sit here all day and do this. Yeah, that's the only part that sucks. Only 4 players can play at the same time. You vape? You vape straight tech? New building unlocked. I can make a well. Right now, I'm taking over. His name is Racimir. Racimir. Water. Hey, one log. Did you play The Sims yesterday? Hey, 2 logs and I'll be done. You were playing till 7 this morning? On what? What were you playing? Were you playing The Sims 2? Or are we on Call of Duty? Chapters are a series of missions. Sims 4? Damn, building your house? Like you started out like a new fresh build on an empty lot? You bought your own little place? Where do you start? I always start in the spot that Tat started. I never start in a desert. Okay, that's done. Set a rabbit trap. Wooden spear, stone knife. Hunt a wild animal. Survive for a season. You were doing some renos? Make a spear. I need 1 log. A whole log just to make a spear? That's crazy. And a stone knife. Sticks and stones. 5 sticks. and 2 stones. You did a lot of renovations. You have other world? Set a rabbit trap. How the hell do I do that? Yeah, stream it. Oh, I can make a little rabbit trap here. Hunt a wild animal. You want to see the home? Yeah. I'm going to hunt a wild animal with a spear. I've never used spears to hunt before. Only if The Sims was multiplayer. Now that would be cool. If it is, I didn't know. Trying to think of what other games to stream besides Sims. Jedi Survivor? Get out of here! Hank is trying to bite my microphone. It would be the shut, dude. Trying to find an animal. Little taint. Let's see if I can get this fox. I'll creep up. Okay, I can't get too close. Well, that sucks. Oh, I almost got him. Hunt a wild animal. What if I just get a fish? I can't even get a fish. Where's my spear? I lost my spear. Damn it! You'll be a you'll be a hoe if Sims was multi. Don't be like that, bro. Where's that tree that I already cut down? Didn't want to waste trees, but I'll do it. Damn it. 2 stones and 10 sticks. Let me know when you bring up your Sims. I want to see. Where's that tree that I was cutting? You're downloading a mod for multiplayer? Decor mod. There's an animal. Let's see if I can get that. Yes!
I could really do with a drink.
I could really do with a drink. Fine, that's a drink. I'll go cut my meat. Or cook it. And then we have to go back to town. I gotta talk to Deborah. It's already day 2. You could change it too. You can change the amount of days that are in a season. Instead of just 4 days at a time, you can make it like super long if you want. I kept everything default though. Hey, wheat. Was that a gar? Did I see a gar? Yeah, I think it's too fast. I can't even go upstairs for like half an hour and you guys are just like, come back! You need to sleep! It's forever winter! Hello there, Deborah. What can I help you with? If you're Deborah, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Racimir. That's right. Nice to meet you too, Racimir. What brings you to me? The Unigoss told me that you can fix me up with some food. I haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Well, it depends on proper. What proper means to you, but I can offer you something warm and filling. There you go. Now tell me something about yourself. How do you know my husband? There's nothing much to say, really. I've just arrived at the valley looking for my uncle, Jordan. Didn't expect to be done searching so quickly, to be honest. Oh, yes. He was Unigoth's friend. I remember now, hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. That's okay. I don't even remember him, really. Most that I knew about him is from my mother's stories. She always looked up to her big brother, loved him furiously even when he stopped visiting. Ew. I don't know how you would turn streamer mode on for it, so it's censored. Oh, who needs it? Who needs the spicy mod censor? A lot of people did, from what I've heard. There was something special about him. You need it? Nah, you don't need it. You're gonna do another challenge. The only shoes that you need to worry about filling are your own. Every man is the architect of his own fortune. Thank you for saying that. It's what I needed to hear, but let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? I was part of a traveling band of troubadours. I've never managed to learn how to play an instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing. Our travels brought us to the valley not long after the death of your uncle. I still remember seeing Unigoss for the first time. He had so much sadness in his eyes. Jordan wasn't just a friend of his, he was a part of him. The Black Widow challenge? 100 baby challenge? Jeez. The silver teeth kids? Just like, Mom, I can't sleep. Can I have some Pepsi? It's not spicy. The band left a few days later. I stayed. There was something in Unigas's presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference. Yeah, Unigas is 50. You're 32. Cab some? What? Are you implying that I look old? You're a goddamn gold digger. Nothing of sorts. Anyway, so it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could tell. You could call it that. Or blindness. Or stupidity. Poor judgment, maybe. Whatever sounds best to you. Pretend all you like. You fell hard for the grandpa with sad eyes, and you know it. I did. He annoys me sometimes, like nobody else. Yet I can't imagine breathing without him now. But don't let me go all soft on you. You surely got some places to go. It was a pleasure talking to you, Deborah. Every second of it. Here, I know it's not much, but it will come in handy when starting a new life. Everything costs coins these days. Well, thank you. Oh, come on. Don't try to be a hero. Men. Alright, do something for me then. It won't be a handout. Just your first pay. That I can agree on. What do you need? There's a farmer in the village. She's called Yorogniwa. Why do you guys all have weird ass names? I'll be back and go check out C3PO stream. Alright. She usually supplies the tavern with rye, but I haven't got anything from her in a while. My stock is almost gone, and you don't even want to imagine what happened to these people if we run out of beer. Consider it done. While we're speaking of beer, Unigas asked me to grab a couple for us. Of course, here you go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Deliver the Unigas ale. Where is he? Where are you? She's been sober since last autumn. I got the beer. A job well done indeed. Alright, let me wet my throat with this amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Jordan for 22 years before he died. He was my best and truest friend. My brother, actually. I remember the day we met as if it was yesterday. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Jolenberg, where I was born. You could say I hated that place, but still it was the only home I ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyway, I was forced to take care of my own, so I did. Doing the only thing I could do, stealing. You were a damn thief! I was, and a bloody good one if I might say. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right from your fork and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, just survival. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. Stealing is a crime, buddy. I'd say you'll want to wait to hear a bit more before getting all high and mighty up. Alright, go on. We had an annual festival at Jolenberg. It always brought a whole bunch of outsiders to town. You can imagine what that meant for a man in my profession. I could do a day's worth of work in a matter of minutes. I grabbed a few coins here and there, some jewelry, a pair of new boots. Then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped to his belt. It was basically begging to be set free. I sneaked behind him in the crowd like I did 1,000 times before. Child's play. I gently grabbed the pouch, did a little shimmy magic, and there it was. Sitting neatly in my palm. Just needed to turn around and disappear like always. And then, wham! I was punched in the face by what felt like a bull. And I was so shocked I didn't even realize what happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding. I could barely see straight. And do you know what the first thing I saw next? A smile. A big radiant smile on the face of a man with two different eyes. It was your Uncle Jordan. The one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his hand out, helped me to get up, and offered me a beer. Just like that, eh? Just like that. That's just how Jordan was, you see. Your uncle was deadly clever, smartest man ever known, hands down. He could see the world like nobody else, predict things. He was always at least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else. So, on a rare occasion that somebody surprised him, he was intrigued. Indeed. Apparently, even despite my failure, I was still the one that came the closest to robbing him. He liked that. So I'm guessing you accepted his invitation? I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was terrified of the day that, at that moment, so we went. He took me to the most expensive and most crowded tavern in the whole town. Remember, that it was the day of the festival. Even entering that place was next to impossible. He didn't seem to care, though. In a matter of seconds, we were sitting at the table being serviced by two barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. In my mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place. And did he? Not at all. It was his first time in Jolenberg. It all felt like a dream, to be honest, especially with me still being dazed after the punch. I was still sure he was a nobleman. His manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved, and then he chugged a beer like it was a race. Wiped the face with his sleeve and burped like a drum. He went from the lord to the savage like that. I relived that moment a dozen times until I realized why he did that. It wasn't a mistake. Oh no. No laziness, no moment of weakness. He wanted me to see it. to understand it. That he was full of crap. You see, Racimir, your uncle was one of a kind. He was a true master of arms, and his weapon of choice was his confidence. He had charisma plus 10. Imagine a closed door with 2 armed guards at its sides. And you want what's inside. What are your options? You can force yourself in, bribe the guards, try to pick a lock, but Jordan, he just holds his head up high, walks right in, and demands the door to be opened. You were right. That all sounds surreal. I never knew that about my uncle. My mother's stories were quite different. Because I'm afraid she knew a quite different Jordan than me. Than everybody in the pack. The pack? What is this pack? Oh dear Racimir, there is so much more you still don't know. Our story hasn't even really begun, but it's getting late. Come on, you can't just leave me hanging. Alright, I'm going to tell you a bit more. After that beer we had a couple more, then some meat if I remember correctly. We were talking about our past, our dreams, convictions. Started making some drunken, absurd plans. I thought we were joking, to be honest. The next thing I remember is waking up in silk sheets. Uh-oh, what happened? Are you kidding? It was the first time I've even touched fabric like that. The ceiling in the chamber was so high, it could fit a giant. I thought I was dreaming. When the servants walked in, I was ready to flee, but instead of fighting me, they presented me with breakfast. It was all Jordan's doing. I've never found out how he managed to pull it off. However, I asked. He just burst into laughter. Even years after, needless to say, I left Johannesburg with him on that day. The first time I went outside of the tavern's walls and never came back. That was the day the pack was born. And 3 years later, there were 5 of us. A real team, a family. We called ourselves the Reminder. Oh, how I wish I could be there. It all sounds incredible. I've never had adventures like that, and probably never will. Easy, my boy. It wasn't always fun and lovely, but it's a tale for another time. It really did get late, and I'm sure you still have a lot of work to do. Come and find me tomorrow. We'll talk some more. Alright. I delivered. Wait for the next day. Well, that was a waste of my day? I could have done a lot more, but I'm gonna go home and sleep now. Let's see if there's a rabbit in this trap. It's a little close to my house, but... Oh, there is too! Nice. I got 3 hours to do something. Okay, let's see what we can build here. Survival. I need more survival to make a hunting lodge. I have no farming at all, but I could make a field. An orchard? A well? I guess I could build a well. Where can I find all this straw? I think it was over there. Or was it on the other side by the town? I think that maybe it's by the town. Yep. Just head back and get some straw. I got no choice. Maybe I'll pick the rest of them. Or enough to get whatever I need down the road too. There. What is that? I got the hunting lodge. That'll be good to start. Ooh, this is a fishing village. Heck yeah! Where'd it go? There it is. Need to warm up.
I'm so cold.
I know. I'm sorry. Let's finish this well. Then we'll go inside for the night. Heck yeah! Let's eat. I also have skills that I need to upgrade. Let's see, I got one skill for extraction. Can I unlock one of these? Or does it have to be... Oh, okay, it's just these three. Slower durability, loss of axes. Let's get this. And then survivability, or... What's this? Survival? Temperature tolerance. That'll be a good one for the winter's coming up. And then maybe I'll get the iron liver. So I can eat meat that's almost gone bad. Alright, let's go. Now I gotta talk to Unigast. Get back into town. I could make survival shack, hunting lodge, or a bow and an arrow. That's gonna be a good thing to have. Look at those bugs. They're everywhere. Stones are not easy to come by, so I'm gonna start grabbing. Let you know when we're hopping on our world. All right. Gonna get this hunting shack all set up here. I think as soon as you build the hunting shack, I should be able to get the bow. I don't know if it costs money, but if it does cost money, then I'll have to start doing some hunting. Or I think Master Killer was saying, or when he was on in our town, he was drying fish and he was making a lot more money that way. Maybe I'll head down to the river and do some fishing to make some money for learning how to make a bow. Because I can't hunt with a spear. I'm not that good. Sticks. Always sticks. Hunting lodge completed. I have to unlock this with money. I need $50. Not enough technology for a a wooden bolt. Oh, that's for crossbow. I could buy the arrows. I think I'll just have to make some money somehow. Since we have these things done, I'm going to build myself a path. There. Now I got a little path to my house. Another one goes to my well. Let's get a drink of water. Ah. Rabbit trap and a hunting lodge. No assignments. So I need tools for this place. A type of hunting building. Workers employed here will provide resources gathered from hunting. Has a workbench and the drying rack inside. The $3 tax? That's not too bad. Let's see what these are. Edit assignments. Current production. Storage. I have nobody in my town. So there needs to be a knife in here. Total skills, 0 hunting. Condition 100%. Capacity 100. Seasonal. So I can change all the seasonal assignments too. I can have somebody drying meat gathered from animals using a knife. Can be used for crafting various clothing and so someone will go out and get this stuff because we're gonna need a lot of feathers for arrows, that's for sure. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna learn all this as I play. But this is gonna be one thing that I want to do. Maybe I should build another house and get somebody to move in with me, and then I'll have him do the hunting for all of this, and then dry the meat, and then get feathers. Because I don't think I can make any more buildings. I can't make a farm. I can make a field. Where should I put a field? I could put a small field here. How about I rotate this? Or no, you know what, that's good. Fields are arranged in tiles. Every single one can hold to one different plant type. Fields require several agricultural treatments like grubbing, fertilizing, plowing, sowing, gathering vegetables, and harvesting grains. I gotta build myself a hoe. A farming workstation. A lumberjack workstation. Oh, I can't make any of these. I could make a compost bin. I think I'll do that. 8 logs. Your sim looks like me? Why you do that? Alright, I'm gonna make this compost bin. I guess this one. Workstation. And then you put food in there, right? I think I need to get fresh meat put in there to make some fertilizer. Maybe I could put this in there. I didn't know it was gonna be this low. But I already spent the $50 on it. But it does outline the farm. And I'm gonna need a little path. I just want to clear out those little things. Oh, did I mess it up? All right. That looks good. I got my hunting lodge. I got my well for water. I got my house. And I got a little farm started. And the rabbit trap. Whatever I catch in the rabbit trap, I'll put in here. Until I get a bow. I'll have to make some money, though. So I'm thinking maybe fish. And then throw a bunch of fish in here to make some fertilizer. And then start growing some seeds. Once I get those two. But that's going to be this first episode for beginning the story of Racimir. Solo mode in Medieval Dynasty. We'll continue on this again in the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a follow on YouTube follow me on Twitch and subscribe to me on YouTube. Appreciate it. See you in the next one. Peace, and you're awesome.